Hello and welcome to Dawan Yogi. My name is Dakanko and I'm so happy that you joined me here. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, welcome. And I hope you subscribe and I hope that you get many great things from this, great information. I've been teaching yoga for 14 years and it has helped me through many things. So today I actually want to break down something that's very simple, but many people do it wrong. And if you do it incorrectly, a lot of things can happen, right? You can hurt yourself. You can hurt your wrists. So it's our vinyasa. And a lot of times when people are doing their vinyasa, they go into the heel of their hands, they don't straighten their elbows correctly, or they're leaning too far over their shoulders and their wrists. Right? So their shoulders and their wrists are not in line. You want your shoulders and your line to be in line. Always think about, this bone connected to this bone, connected to this bone. That is always the goal, is to keep everything in line. So I'm just going to give you guys some pointers on how to do your vinyasa correctly. And also how to jazz your vinyasa up as well. Because the truth is that some days that's all I do. I'll have a full practice one day, and then the following day, I'll just do my vinyasa. But I'll do my vinyasa with many different variations. And the goal is to definitely to stay focused, to keep your body trim, but also to keep yourself centered and to keep yourself open. And having a regular practice and doing your vinyasa, if that's all you do every day, will help you to achieve that. And it'll help you to open your body and stretch and so on. So, to begin, I'm just going to begin. This is Zara, my dog, by the way. He's a yogi doggy. And to begin, I'm just going to start with where I usually start, which is in cat-cow, right? So, cat-cow is a great place to start because it's really going to help you to find those different parts that you're looking for. Spreading the fingers apart completely, planting down through your entire palm. So that means you don't want the little puff that happens in your palm. You don't want that to happen. You really want to plant your hands down completely and making sure that your shoulder is in line with your wrist. So your shoulder's in line with your elbow, with your wrist, right? So that means you're not leaning over the wrist. That's not in line. And you're not behind because that's not in line. We really want to make sure of that. The next thing is that the knees are hip-width apart, and you can curl the toes under. We're just going to start with our cat-cow, leading us into our down dog, leading us into our vinyasa. Inhale, chest comes forward, draw the shoulders back, take the gaze up, stick the butt out. Uncurl the toes, send the navel up, push the floor away, tuck that chin in towards your chest. And curl the toes under. Inhale, chest comes forward, draw the shoulders back, take the gaze up. Exhale and curl the toes, send the navel up, reaching up through the spine, tucking the chin into your chest. One more here. Curl the toes under. Inhale, chest comes forward, draw the shoulders back, take the gaze up. Exhale and curl the toes, send the navel up, push the floor away, tuck the chin into your chest. Last one, to neutral. Inhale, chest comes forward, draw the shoulders back, take the gaze up. Exhale to neutral. I'm going to stretch the side body out a little bit, so leaning over to the side, still keeping my shoulders in line with my wrist. Inhale back to center, leaning over to the left, right? I can bring my hip all the way down if that's available, or not, right? Back to center. You can just take it a little bit, but you're just stretching out the side body and kind of giving yourself the opportunity to open the side body as well as the back body. Maybe taking it into a child's pose to stretch that upper back a little bit. And inhale, taking it back into an upward dog. Now, these are some of the points of your vinyasa. This upward dog here, my knees are down right now, but in your vinyasa, your knees can be down or it can be up, right? That's another point. So, but whichever way it is, my shoulders are going to be in line with my ankle. My shoulders are going to be in line with my wrist. Okay, so that's a boo-boo right there. I can't correct it and I'm not starting over. So knees in line with the hips, right? Knees in line with the hips and shoulders in line with the wrists. Curl the toes under. Inhale, chest comes forward, draw the shoulders back, take the gaze up. Lift the knees, taking it into your down dog. So maybe I want to give the legs a little pump, pressing forward through the right, pressing back through the left, pressing forward through the left, pressing back through the right, and just kind of pumping it out just a little bit, right? Just kind of feeling that work happening. And I like to roll because I find that my body opens better when I find movement. Movement helps me. Inhale to the tippy toes, bend the knees, look between the hands. Now look at my hands, they're very planted. I drop my shoulders down, I look between my hands, and then I step my feet forward, right? I can come onto my fingertips to help me with that, and I step my feet forward. Now some people jump their feet forward, and that's okay. Inhale, flat back, draw the shoulders back, chest goes forward. Exhale, fold, crown to the floor. And inhale to stand, reaching up, Utthita Hastasana, tiny little back bend, back to center, and down to your heart. Now, how do we work through our vinyasa? Now that I'm standing, right, I'm going to work through my full vinyasa. So I'm going to show you guys forward how to work through your vinyasa, and then I'm going to take it through my full mat, right? So that you can see that side profile as well. So the first thing here is I'm standing in Tadasana. Tadasana is your mountain pose. So when you think about your mountain pose, it's a pose of strength. It's a pose of reaching up. So pressing up through the feet, lifting all the way through, contract the quadriceps, squeezing the quadriceps in towards each other. Lift the top of the thigh bone, right? Pelvic bone flips up, continue reaching up, lift the chest, draw the shoulders back, palms facing forward, and the gaze is ahead. Now the chin is just centered. It's not tilted up, it's not tilted down, just nicely centered here. So to move through my vinyasa, this is the first place that I start, and I feel that work. I feel my shoulder blades squeezing in towards each other, squeezing out anything negative, dark that might be in my chest, right? And I inhale, I float the arms up, drop the shoulders down, pull the arms behind the ears, and this is the vinyasa. Exhale, fold. Some people call it a swan dive. Planted hands, I'm on my fingertips. But if that's not available to you, you want to be here. Because your goal is a flat back, right? Your goal is to find this. And if you find a flat back there or you find a flat back here, that's good for you. Wherever it is that you need to be is where you need to be, right? So, as you swan dive, exhale, fold. You flat back, draw the shoulders forward. You want to send that chest forward as much as you can, and fold. Notice my knees are straight. So wherever it is that's available to you, where you can have the knees straight, that's where you should be. If it's available to you to have the knees straight with your hands on the knees, then that's where you should be, because that's most likely where your flat back will be as well, right? So from here, I have my flat back. I'm going to bend my knees now and plant my hands. Get my hands planted. Now you can have them planted by your feet, or you can have them right in front. I like to have them in front. And I'm going to step my right foot back and step my left foot back. Shoulders are in line with the wrists, right? Now, here goes another thing that hurts people. You sink down. You don't want to do this in your plank pose. This is plank pose. Don't do that. That's going to be horrible for your back. Find this. So you're sending the navel up towards the lower back. If this is too much for you, bring the knees down. And that's okay, because then you can still keep your shoulders in line with the wrists, and you're still where you need to be in the core, right? So, I step to plank. I can be here or I can be here, right? Whichever one it is. Then I'm going to lower chaturanga. I'm going to bring my knees down. Then I'm going to lower chaturanga. Chaturanga happens when the elbow touches the ribs right here. So I want to lower and hug the elbows into my body. Lower in chaturanga. I don't drop down to the floor. And then I pull it through upward dog. It's kind of like a scoop, right? Kind of like you're a spoon. You're scooping something out. So, one more time, let me show you. I can be here in plank, or I can modify the plank with my knees down. And I lower chaturanga, hugging the elbows in towards my body. That means I'm not doing this. This is what hurts you, right? Once you let the elbows flare out as if you're doing a regular push-up, right? That's for a different type of exercise. So, but for yoga, we hug the elbows into the body. So let me show it to you this way, right? So I'm here in chaturanga, and I'm going to hug my elbows into my body so that they're not flaring out at all. Very important. So I tuck them in and they touch my ribs, okay? So, lower chaturanga, pull it through upward dog, and down dog, press it back. If my knees are down, pull it through upward dog, and down dog, press it back. Inhale to the tippy toes, bend your knees, look between your hands, step or jump the feet forward. I prefer to step right now. Flat back, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale to stand, reaching up, Utthita Hastasana. Tiny back bend, back to center, down to your heart. That is your vinyasa. So you want to work through your vinyasa as slowly or as fast as you choose. Your vinyasa is a very personal thing, I think. And you can do many. You know, maybe you're someone that wants to do 10 vinyasas in 5 minutes. And maybe you're someone that wants to do 2 in 5 minutes or 1. So you work that out. And when you're practicing on your own like this, you do have the chance to do just that. You have the chance to work it out and go as fast or as slow as you choose, right? So we are going to do 4 vinyasa, a set of 4 vinyasa. For the last 2, what I am going to do is I'm going to give you a variation, which is a variation of just a warrior 1, right? Or perhaps I may give you a variation of a crescent, which is a high lunge, right? So depending on how I'm feeling, it depends on which one it's going to be. So, and that is based on you, once again, your practice and how you're feeling. So most likely I'm going to give you a warrior 1 because it's an easy variation. It's an easy way to get through, and it's something that you can add into your practice. So, moving through, standing in mountain pose. Inhale, Utthita Hastasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Flat back, lengthen, inhale. Exhale, fold. Step to plank. Lower chaturanga. Pull it through, upward dog. Down dog, press it back. Inhale to the tippy toes, bend your knees, look between your hands. Step or jump the feet forward. Flat back, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale to stand, reaching up. Utthita Hastasana. Gentle back bend. Back to center, down to your heart. Inhale, Utthita Hastasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Flat back, lengthen, inhale. Exhale, fold. Step to plank. Lower chaturanga. Pull it through, upward dog. Down dog, press it back. Inhale to your tippy toes, bend your knees, look between your hands. Step or jump the feet forward. Flat back, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale to stand, reaching up, Utthita Hastasana. Tiny back bend. Back to center, down to your heart. Inhale, Utthita Hastasana. Exhale, fold forward. Flat back lengthen. Exhale, fold. Step to plank. Lower Chaturanga. Pull it through, upward dog. Down dog, press it back. I'm going to step the right foot forward into warrior one. Release the left heel down, slight angle. Inhale, warrior one. Hook the thumbs. Pull the arms behind the ears. Take the gaze up. Inhale. Exhale down. Step to plank. Lower Chaturanga. Pull it through, upward dog. Down dog, press it back. Left foot between your hands. Right heel down, slight angle. Warrior one, inhale. Finding that warrior one, right? Left hip point comes back, right one goes forward. Knees in line with the ankle. Draw that right hip point back. Keep using the breath. Inhale, exhale down. And step, lower Chaturanga, pull it through, upward dog. Down dog, press it back. And rest. Great work. Great job, great job. That is an easy, simple vinyasa. And you can do that as many times as you choose. We just did it 4 times. I've definitely got the heart racing a little bit and worked it through. Thanks for joining me. And the truth in me says namaste to the truth in you. I'm the